Ladies and gentlemen, scientists are weird. And I'm not talking about just regular scientists, I'm talking about the greatest scientists that have existed throughout our history. People like Tesla, Einstein, Darwin, Stephen Hawking, Newton. They've all had their quirks, right? They've, although done many interesting things and contributed a lot to science, but they've all had their own personal quirks. For example, did you know that Tesla was in love with a pigeon? And I don't mean just like a pet. I mean, he straight up said, I loved that pigeon as a man loves a woman. Like, that is an insane thing to say about a pigeon. Like, you know, like maybe you could talk about it as like, maybe he loved that pigeon as a pet, or, you know, he was really fond of that pigeon, but no, he meant one very specific pigeon that he was in love with. It was absurd. Like, he would take care of her. He would spend the night with that pigeon, and it was really odd. And obviously, every other scientist, they have their quirks. Newton, obviously, he was really obsessed with science. I believe, was it Newton? I think it was Newton who stabbed his eye for the sake of science. You know, so I might be wrong about that. I need to double check that. But basically, scientists, they do weird stuff. They do really weird stuff. And this channel that you're watching this video on, Rebeaza, is going to talk about scientists. It's going to talk about a lot of scientists and the very weird and quirky stuff they did. This is the first video introducing the channel, so welcome to Rebeaza if you're watching this. There's going to be a lot of videos about scientists and scientists doing weird shenanigans. The next video that I'm working on is going to be about Tesla, Nikola Tesla, and the very weird stuff that he did throughout his life. That's why I knew that pigeon fact, because I was researching him. And there's a lot more about Tesla. Like, he was a huge germaphobe. He had a weird thing with pearls. But then obviously there's more scientists as well. For example, Einstein, he had his quirks. Obviously, Tesla, Darwin has some crazy stuff. Then there's Ben Franklin, who was, although not a scientist, but someone historical, who was just like, he was a freak, honestly. He was just a freak in the sheets kind of guy. So yeah, welcome to this channel. I'm glad you found this video, and if you didn't find this video, this is just gonna go in the backlogs, I guess. But welcome to the channel, Rebeaza, where we talk about scientists, we talk about the weird habits the scientists had, other historical figures that were absolutely psychopathic, sociopathic, lunatics, crazy, absurd, any crazy thing that you can think about. That's what we're going to be talking about on this channel. So this was the first video, first of many hopefully, and I will see you in the next video about Nikola Tesla.